Después no supe nada de ti. El corazón me lo llevó cuando se despidió de mí. ¿Dónde está? ¿Dónde se fue tu amor? Pa' buscarlo rápido. Quiero que estés aquí, que me digas dónde está. ¿Dónde se fue tu amor? Pa' buscarlo rápido. Quiero que estés aquí. Quiero recordar, volver a sentir tu beso, tu piel con sabor a miel. Que me digas ven, quédate a dormir y al amanecer quedarnos todo el día a día. Sin ti la vida es fría, fría. Tu voz es melodía a día, que a mí me guía, guía. Quedarnos todo el día a día. Sin ti la vida es fría, fría. Tu voz es melodía a día. Que alguien me diga dónde está, dónde se fue tu amor. Pa' buscarlo rápido. Quiero que estés aquí, que me digas dónde está, dónde se fue tu amor. Pa' buscarlo rápido. Quiero que estés aquí. Fue bonito mientras duró. Después no supe nada de ti. El corazón me lo llevó cuando se despidió de mí. Quedarnos todo el día a día. Sin ti la vida es fría, fría. Tu voz es melodía a día, que a mí me guía, guía. Quedarnos todo el día a día. Sin ti la vida es fría, fría. Tu voz es melodía a día. Que alguien me diga ¿dónde está? ¿Dónde se fue tu amor? Pa' buscarlo rápido. Quiero que estés aquí, que me digas dónde está, dónde se fue tu amor. Pa' buscarlo rápido. Quiero que estés aquí.
Catching the sunlight as it waves to the moon. I love the dawn of a new day with you. Feels just like magic, the way we stop time. Wish we could stay forever intertwined. A love like this makes everything better. Oh, happiness is you at the center, like a merry-go-round. I'll stick around forever. If you could count the stars in the sky, circle the world 1,000 times, measure the ocean by its sides. I love you more than that, more than the miles flown by the birds, more than the mysteries of the earth, way past the edge of the universe. I love you more than that, more than that. From season to season, as you grow and change, I promise my love will stay the same. Oh, I'll be an anchor so you can be free to find every shade of wonder, whoever it be. A love like this makes everything better. 1,000 times. Measure the ocean by its tide. I love you more than that. More than the miles flown by the birds. More than the mysteries of the earth. Way past the edge of the universe. I love you more than that. More than that. More than that. More than that. I love you. I love you more than that.
Feeling more like an animal than the person I am with you tonight. Breathe me in like a chemical. Feel the heat, feel my body come alive. Can't take my eyes off you, baby. It's too late for you to save me. I'm falling now, so don't wake me up. I can be all you want, all you need, alright. Don't you see? I'm in some fever dream tonight. Don't wake me up. Don't wake me up. Don't wake me Don't wake me Don't wake me Think you're raising my temperature. I can feel all the blood rush to my head. Someone call up the manager. 'Cause you're breaking the rules of love. We said, can't take my eyes off you, baby. It's too late for you to save me. I'm falling now, so don't wake me up. I can be all you want, all you need, alright. Don't you see? I'm in some fever dream tonight. Don't wake me up. Don't wake me up. Don't wake me Don't wake me Don't wake me
All right, here we are live from the Timmins Square, KINZ and KLOMP show, where you could see us. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. You know, if you listen to our radio show on Country 93.1, you don't have to see our faces. As Mark would say, the face for radio. You know, I told him going into this whole radio thing, now we're not going to say that, but you know, you can't take the radio out of the radio guy. Hello, how are you doing, Jen?
Good, yourself.
Good. You're filling in for Mark today.
Sounds like a plan.
It's Mark's birthday, so he's out for a family dinner, and who knows what shenanigans that guy gets into. He's a closed book.
Well, I hope he has a good night.
Yeah, so he's out for a family dinner. We were together earlier on today, obviously Country 93.1 at 9 a.m. in the morning, and then we were at the McIntyre Arena for the U18 Curling Championships. It's a real blast there. They've done such an amazing job. Obviously, you've been into the McIntyre where you've seen hockey, right? Mm-hmm. It's not a surprise. Mm-hmm. Everyone's done that, but with the curling ice, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
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 They got 42 teams across the country competing, young men and women. And when they were here 3 years ago, some of these athletes went on to represent Canada at higher levels.
Wow.
U20s, and you have the Scotties, the Brier, and world and Olympic champions. So it's pretty cool.
Excellent, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Keeping you guys busy.
Well, and I know, and I thought you would like that because your group, the United Way, is very big on supporting youth. This awesome event that happens at the high school.
Yeah.
you can't. You have to be there really to witness the environment. It's something else, right?
Yeah, the United Way Youth Challenge. All 5 high schools battling it out for school spirit.
No, I love it, and that's one of the things we love about you folks, because you do a lot to bring in the youth in the community and get them involved early. Is that when the United Way is having like discussions at the table, that must be an important thing, right?
It really is.
Like all ages, of course, I get that, but the youth, I find sometimes organizations miss them, and you folks do a great job at that.
Well, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's part of one of our 3 focuses. So our 3 focuses are healthy people, strong communities, poverty to possibility, and kids and all they can be. And that's really about taking kids right from the stage of early on into great adulthood and how we can get them there.
Good. Well, we're going to be chatting a lot with about the United Way tonight. You're the regional manager?
I am.
Yes.
So our United Way is a very large one landmass-wise, covering Sudbury, Manitoulin, Nipissing, Parry Sound, and Cochrane-Temiskaming. So
Okay.
I'm in charge of Cochrane and Temiskaming, both fundraising side and community investment side.
Is this when they say Timmins and surrounding area? It really is a big surrounding area.
It is a huge surrounding area.
When I originally came from Thunder Bay, that was a hard transition for me because Thunder Bay was just Thunder Bay. Then when I got here, they're like, everyone said and surrounding area. And then every time I spoke with someone, the surrounding area got bigger. Like
It does.
it's pretty big
It does,
encompassing.
Yeah.
So thanks for joining us. I know we're going to chat about all the awesome stuff you're doing. Something we do awesome every night is our Wheel of Winning. I'm not too sure if you're aware of this, but all folks need to do is watch the show, place a comment, tell Jen about the amazing work they're doing at the United Way, and you can win a family pass for Midtown Bowl.
Nice.
Pretty good. Have you
Good
been
price.
to the bowling alley?
Of course.
Yeah.
When I was years as a hockey manager in hockey teams, we loved to have our hockey parties there. It's a perfect way to end the season.
Have you been to the bowling alley since they've brought in like all the games?
Absolutely.
No, they're
it's
really bringing it,
amazing
yeah.
in there now. Yeah.
Yeah, I love they have Godzilla in VR. It's pretty cool. I say I go there for my kids, but
Right?
who am I kidding? You got to join me in this chit chat that I usually do with Mark here.
Oh, I can never replace Mark. I can never replace Mark.
Well, you're not replacing him, but I mean, I need someone to have the light chit chat with before we get into the nitty gritty. The last thing I wanted to ask you on the lighter end, did you watch this? Are you a Super Bowl person?
Putting me on the spot. I like the Puppy Bowl.
The Poppy Bowl?
The Puppy Bowl.
Oh,
You've never
yeah.
seen during the Super Bowl, there's also where
Yes.
they have little puppies.
Well,
and
yeah.
A whole other sideshow.
Well, yeah, everyone loves puppies.
Yeah.
I don't want to meet a person that doesn't like puppies. But that's, I was telling you before the show started, folks that at least know me, I'm a massive NFL fan. The Buffalo Bills are my team, and normally how the Bills do will dictate my mood.
Right.
If they lose, I can get grumbly, as they say. So, NFL is, if I had to pick a sport, it's definitely the NFL. So a lot of folks figure oh, you must have the wildest Super Bowl party. Everyone's over, there's wings, there's drinks, it's celebration. But the honest truth is, when I watch the Super Bowl, last night it's just me and my daughter, Ella, who's 2, and we're playing with Barbies, and she's putting makeup on me.
I'm sure Ella enjoyed that.
She did, yeah.
Yeah.
And so did I. But yeah, it's a fun Super Bowl party, but maybe not fun in the definition as some folks thought it was. I wouldn't have it any other way, but we watched it after we were at the grand opening of the U18 Curling Championships, and yeah, it is awesome. So back to that, if you have an opportunity this week to go down to the McIntyre Arena, support these athletes, you can get a day pass, you can get a week pass. It's a big event for our community. It's bringing in a lot of money, and it's awesome. So, and maybe you're into sports right now because the Olympics are on. Where you get to see championships here.
Yeah. Like you said, there's athletes that have actually moved on from
Yeah.
being this age and going to
Yeah.
higher levels of curling too, right? It's pretty incredible that we have that here.
It really is a big deal. So, and we're going to be doing coverage all week. But tonight we're fortunate enough to chat with you folks, the United Way. And I say you folks because I know you may have a team popping in online, providing some information and links. So hello, virtual folks.
Hi.
Remember Zoom meetings?
Yeah.
A lot of Zoom meetings during COVID. This is how we had to say hi to
Yep.
people.
We still do Zooms. Being the
Yeah.
regional United Way and being I have a counterpart in North Bay, I have some folks in Sudbury, so we still do a lot of Zooms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's the way we got to do it
Yeah.
in 2026. I would think that when the name United Way comes up, that most people have an indication of who you are and what you do, but maybe not down to certain details. So if I had to ask you the question, what does the United Way mean to our community?
Right.
How would you answer that question?
We have a huge impact in this community. So again, talking about those three focus areas, there's healthy people, strong communities, poverty to possibility, and kids and all they can be. So we have two parts. We're a funder, so a lot of our agencies here, anything that's raised here comes back here to agencies like Anti-Hunger Coalition, Timmins Victim Services, the Northeastern Ontario Child and Family Services. But we also identify gaps and work with partners. So I also belong to various committees like our Community Advisory Board, across the regions, the Iroquois Falls, Black River Matheson Networking Group. And lastly, we also have our own internal programs. So Ready for School is something that we do in August to make sure kids are ready to go. Hats, mitts, boots, whatever they need for school, not just school supplies. Another thing that we do in the fall is keeping seniors warm. So same idea, we're taking seniors in need out for their coats and mitts and things like that, take them on a shopping trip. We also have the Volunteer Center. So the Volunteer Center supports any agency that needs it here in town. They can sign up, they can put their volunteer opportunities, and then we promote that for them in the high schools, on KINZ and KLOMP, all those pieces, so people know to go to the Volunteer Resource Center site and look for opportunities to make a difference in this community. So lots of different ways we're making a difference.
Here are many things stood out on what you just told me, but two of the biggest things that I can take away. One, when we come on here, like, we have a lot of fun and we joke around, and a lot of this is intentional because we know life is very serious for most folks, if not all folks, in one time or the other. Life's very serious. People are going through very serious issues. And when I hear the term United Way, and we've had the fortunate position to work with you folks multiple times, is that you're about helping community members of all ages, of all backgrounds, and that's so desperately needed. That's probably, and I know, when we talk about Local Love Week, you folks really are about love for the community and giving back.
Absolutely.
That's really big. And then the other piece, when you mentioned volunteers, in the 80s, most organizations were full or near full of volunteers. Volunteering was a big thing. And life changes, and families got to work 2 to 3 jobs, and there's stress in the household, and some people work remotely. Families have less time to volunteer, and these agencies suffer. And you folks come in and help support and facilitate volunteers, because many agencies in our community who help people don't exist without volunteers. So I know you folks have I can list a long list of things you do, but those are two big takeaways for me.
Yeah, there was a big change in volunteerism too during COVID, right? So we weren't allowed to go out, and we weren't allowed to do these volunteer opportunities. And people had changes in what their priorities were after that as well, right? So we lost a lot of our volunteers during that time that didn't necessarily come back. So always looking, whether it's packing a food basket, whether it's, helping at reception somewhere, there's always some kind of opportunity. We even had, like festivals and events like Rib Fest a couple of years ago. We helped with all that volunteer piece and making sure the Rotary Club did really well on their event.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And once again, essential events to our community. Like a community needs to thrive in so many ways, and we need to thrive here in recreation and activity. So this is the great work that Timmins Festival and the Event Committee is doing, bringing on Rock in the River, essential to our community. Services, all the services that you providing, whether it's someone to spend time with someone or essential products, essential to our community. Not one is more important than the other, but we all want to see these groups thrive, because we'll thrive as a community. And it may seem a little fluffy and light, but once you start removing recreation, once you start removing the ability for individuals to find feminine products, the community starts to suffer.
Yep.
And I'm glad you folks for a long time have been a threshold. And United Way's been around. I know you've told me before, but I forgot the answer. Can I guess? Do you know the answer? How long United Way has been United Way?
So United Way's been in this community in Timmins for over 50 years. 50 years.
See, I was going to guess 50, and I would have looked really smart. You gave me the answer.
There you go.
50
Yeah, you were
years.
supposed to guess.
I was supposed to guess.
Yeah.
50 years.
Yeah.
That's big.
Yeah.
Did you know when the 50th will be, or has it passed?
It's passed.
Okay.
I think we're into about 53 right
Okay,
now.
yeah.
It's different because we did amalgamate, right? So when I started, because I've been here for 17 years, I started with Porcupine United Way. Then we had a little community. We had Chapleau came to us and said, we don't have a United Way. And CP Rail does the United Way campaign, and we really want to support United Way. Will you be our United Way? It was a very interesting situation. So we annexed Chapleau. And then Kirkland Lake United Way was all volunteer driven. And you talk about that need for volunteers. They just couldn't keep it without some support. So we absorbed Kirkland Lake United Way and became United Way Cochrane-Temiskaming. And now we've amalgamated with Sudbury. And it's Sudbury and North Bay. So we're United Way Northeast Ontario. And I could not do it without the support of that group. Now being able to have a communications manager, a finance manager, allows me to be out in the community more than having to do some of that background work.
Which is essentially, being present in the community, visible in the community, that also builds trust with community members.
And two parts to my job, like we talked about, is I'm the fundraiser, and you really can't fundraise from a desk. You need to be out there. You need to be making those connections. You need to be, promoting your events, those pieces. And then the reason I'm so passionate about the fundraising side is then when we're doing our funding like we are right now, we just reviewed over 70 applications, our United Way for funds. We normally have 3 times more asked than what we have available. So that part inspires me to do the fundraising because every dollar counts. We need them.
Yeah.
We have to say no to good agencies, and we have to sometimes not fully fund great programs.
That's, I'm happy you brought that up because that is the reality of the world, especially for many non-for-profit agencies. We work with a lot of executive directors and teams, and you're right, it's funding, and the funding could be very fluctuant, could be depending on, sometimes it's political, a change in government, sometimes it's just ability to access it here in the north, which is a large part of the revenue coming in, and then the other part is fundraising, which is really left up to you folks. And without money coming in, you don't have money to assist groups. And of course, things cost money to run. It costs money to run an organization, but most importantly, that money to be funneled back to community. You got to ensure that you're on your, Mark would say, your P's and Q's.
For sure.
Shout out to, there's Mark's happy
There's
birthday
Mark.
message. But you have to make sure you're very diligent because groups and community members will suffer without it.
We're very lucky in Timmins. We have many generous donors. So, we talk about some of our events, but we also do employee campaigns. And that's in September, where a lot of our workplaces allow us into their workplace, where the employees give, where they're able to do payroll deduction. I have great connections, for example, with Discovery does a great campaign. And so a great increase this year. They just keep participating more, and that company matches dollar for dollar. Again, without those funds, we wouldn't be able to do the things that we do.
Do you, let me ask you if you agree with me here. Mark never agrees with me, so I'm loving having you here because we're on a 100% agreement rating so far.
Perfect.
I think we're going to continue the trend. If you go online in any community, of course we're talking about Timmins, a lot of folks will be quick to highlight the things that they don't believe are working well in the community. And we lose focus of things that are working well in the community. And I find when someone asks me, and when we go out of town, folks will ask us about, what do you love most about Timmins? And the answer every time is, when someone or a group or an organization or a business needs help, this community steps up. I've said it multiple times because it always pops in my head. You as a group that works with the community so much in helping people, do you think that's a true statement?
I cannot say more about the generous people in this community.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to do my work without them, and they always step up. So another example this year, we knew we were going to have a campaign shortage of what our goal was, and Agnico stepped up and said, "What's your shortage, and how can we help?" You know, and that's some of the businesses that are here, but the local individuals, the local donors. I have people that have been giving for the 50 years that we've been in existence.
I see it, and you're right. Obviously, we're very fortunate to be in a mining community. 1,000%. I mean, the mining is the rock of our community. Do you like that? You can tell you used to work in HR and community. No one's ever heard it's the rock of our community before, folks. But we're very fortunate on the corporate level, but it's also the individual level. So we do these events called Feed a Family, where it's very much old school. We're outside the grocery store. We're collecting money to buy gift cards for people in need. And I have seen folks, if we meet 1,000 people, 200 people, you know, so like 20 to 30% of the people that walk by go, you know, I have like $6 right now, pretty much to my name. Here's like 5 of it. That's unbelievable. And that's not one example. That's like dozens and dozens and dozens of examples. And that's really cool in my mind. You know, someone who will give you almost everything off their back to help someone, even though they may be in a position where they need help. That's a big bragging point about our community. Yeah. You thought we were just going to be doing slapstick comedy, eh? We're doing heartwarming stuff.
We're deep today.
Hey, listen. Any chance I get you come on and then we get to brag about your work and helping people, it's really passionate to us. And I don't find it gets chatted about enough. You know, about how much people care in this community. So.
Well, thank you for having me here and talking about it. Yeah. Appreciate it.
1,000%. So. You folks always have a lot going on.
Yep.
And one of the events that we're going to talk about is Local Love Week. Now, did you happen to know Valentine's Day is coming up? Is this a coincidence?
We might have looked at the dates and thought this week worked really well.
Are you a big Valentine's Day person?
I love love. Love.
You may
it's
notice.
Family Day too coming up, right? That's love too.
That is, of course, it's love. Of course, there's love in the air. Is that a Frank Sinatra song, or love is in the air, I can feel it everywhere?
Sing to me, Jamie.
I'm only supposed to be singing country songs now that we're on a Country 93.1. I should say, we are in the theme, thanks to the pop-up balloon shop. See all these awesome balloons?
Very nice.
Which one would you pick? Like, I like the You Rock.
Can I show you?
You got hot stuff?
Because I like this one.
Oh, you got the hashtag.
Hashtag love.
You're very much a communications person because you use the hashtag. Remember if there was a hashtag love balloon like 20 years ago, people would be, Yeah. I like the You Rock, but listen, if you're looking to get your home, your business jazzed up for Valentine's Day, Ashley and her family at the Pop-Up Balloon Shop, A+.
They did some balloons for us for the fire truck pole too.
They're great, right? They come here, they drop it off, they set it up, and then once it's over, they come and pick it all up. Perfect. I love watching people work, but they're beautiful people, and they got something for every type of celebration. So Local Love Week, like we said, love is in the air, and I'm going to put up a graphic while you chat about it, but tell us all about Local Love Week.
So there's several things going on this week and what Local Love Week is. It's really about bringing awareness that what United Way is, what we're doing here, having people participate. For example, tomorrow is the day to take a picture, tag us with a hashtag, Local Love Challenge, share your act of kindness, and tag us at UWCNEO, and then challenge 3 others to show their local love. So we're trying to spread all across all of our social media and have everybody participate in acts of kindness and doing good things, supporting a local cause or your neighbor, sharing positivity in your community, and post your act again on social media and tag us and share.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So we have the graphic on the screen.
Oh, perfect.
There is also a QR code. If you follow your Facebook page, your web page, we've linked your Facebook page to the title of this video. But any one of those things, you'll be able to find more information and how to get involved.
Correct.
It really is important that we take a break out of our busy lives and share something.
Yeah. It's to show that kindness, right?
Yeah.
We talked about and we said, we know there's people in our community doing good things all the time. Let's highlight that this week.
That is very cool. So Local Love Week, is this a new initiative or something that's been around for some time?
This is our first one that we're having in February. We had on a smaller scale in October. I've just seen so much more uptake with this week, and I don't know if it's part of Valentine's Day. We just thought of some ideas and got some businesses engaged with, dressing red and paying to dress red. We've asked businesses can contribute, host a small workplace fundraiser, donate a portion of their sales. Another fun thing that we did that I sold out within 3 days is with partnership with Anti-Hunger Coalition, we created Local Love cookies. They're a honey ginger spice sugar cookie created by the coordinator at Anti-Hunger Coalition. They're heart-shaped. They're going to be red glazed. We sold 70 dozen.
Holy 70.
Yeah, so it's a fundraiser.
Yeah.
But it's also an opportunity. You're going to see some pictures coming up on our Facebook and on our socials in the next few days as we deliver them and as we support some local community heroes.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
We actually have been bragging about the cookies here on our platforms. I love that. And you know what? Valentine's Day is important because, we get through the hustle and bustle of the Christmas season. And then there's sort of that lull, right? I don't know if some folks call it the January blues. Is it called the January
I've
blues?
heard that one.
I don't know what the
I
cool...
think I felt it this January.
Yeah,
I'm happy it's February.
Well, yeah. Hey, listen, it didn't help with the deep freeze. I was telling Mark even that
Snow.
if the T-Rex was around, that would they would have went extinct.
Yeah.
But then there's whether it's maybe your visa bill comes in, or you're sad that family and friends are gone for the Christmas holidays, or whatever it may be. January can be a pretty tough month. So I look forward to Valentine's, that period, because it's a time to think about and do something light and celebrate in any way possible. And a lot of folks out there aren't like, some people go, blah, Valentine's Day. They don't want to do the traditional things, but you folks step up, and there's other ways to get involved without Mr. Cupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the uptake, again, that I've talked about, that support we've seen. I was at Northern College this morning with our mascot, United Wayne, who met their mascot, North, and they had a whole display of Local Love stuff that they're doing this week, and selling hearts with the students, and a bingo on Friday, and all kinds of ways that both the staff and the students are participating there.
Okay, hold on a second. Your mascot's name is United Wayne?
You have to check him out on TikTok. He's on TikTok.
That is an awesome name. That must have been an easy decision across the group, like United Wayne.
Immediately fell in love with the name. Immediately. He's perfect. He's perfect.
Now, did United Wayne, and I know North the Moose. I have a fairly good track record with mascots, but Sonic and I, forget it. I don't know if you've been to the Imagine Cinemas, but Sonic and I've given him like many opportunities, and he's just up to no good. But North the Moose and I, very good friends. Yeah. I haven't met United Wayne yet. I'm looking forward to it.
Maybe we'll have him at Youth Challenge this year.
Yes,
yeah.
You really should.
Yeah. This was his first trip to Timmins.
Okay.
So,
really?
Yes. He came from Sudbury last week, and this is his first trip to Timmins. So
Right.
we're going to hang on to him for as long as we
You
can.
got to keep him here.
Yeah.
He's going to need maybe an office, or maybe to
He
convince
could
him.
use a whole office. He's a big mascot.
Is he a big mascot?
You need an SUV or
Yeah.
a minivan to transport him.
Usually the mascots, like, they're smart. They're built warm, so they're good for this climate.
Yeah.
Well, that's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun
Yeah,
this morning.
so lots going on. So anything else about Local Love Week? Because I also wanted to chat about like so many other things you folks are up to.
I just wanted to also mention that February 11th is 211 Day, so that's perfect again that it's part of Local Love. 211 is a number that we support as a United Way across the country. It's a phone number if people are looking for any public or social service, they can call in and be referred and directed. And a lot of times callers have complex issues, right? Call in for a food basket and then find out they need daycare service and then find out they need tutoring service. The referrals are all right there on that 211. So it's a pretty amazing number and a great time to celebrate it during Local Love Week as well.
I love when services have like a simplified number to call in for services, because guess what? It's hard to ask for help for many people. And if anyone's asking for a hand raise, it's me. And I'm raising my hand. And once again, it's something I said multiple times, but it's tough for people. Once again, I'm talking about myself and many others, because you feel like defeated or embarrassed. And there is absolutely zero shame of asking for help, because we've all been in a position in our life where we've had to ask for help one time, or in my case, multiple times. And it could be anything. So I love this simplify, 211 and access to many great things.
And it works all across the country. So those operators are available 24/7, 365 days a year. I think we're up to over 50 languages that the service is available in as well. So, really good for people that are new to the community as well and don't know where their service is. It's also great for service providers to use, because we can identify gaps. We can say, you know what, in Timmins, we had 25 phone calls about this issue and nobody's supporting it right now. How do we make sure that becomes something we support?
Right. Very cool. You guys are pretty smart over there.
Pretty passionate.
I knew
about
that
my
already,
work.
though. You passionate's actually the better word. So what else is that? I mean, lots throughout the year. Is there anything that's coming up that we should put on our calendars?
Absolutely. I'm going to make sure I got the right date in front of me.
Oh, you got a lot of good information there.
So we are starting collections for Period Promise.
Okay.
Period Promise is about bringing awareness to hygiene products and access to it. I remember a few years ago, one of our guest speakers who worked in social services talked about a client that chose to give her daughter money for pizza that day for school rather than to buy herself product. There's lots of tough choices that we need to make. Menstruation products shouldn't be one. So we do the collections, we start now, and we go till March 10th. And on March 10th, we meet up at Full Beard. Full Beard's going to be full of tampons and maxi pads, might have a couple of drinks and celebrate the success of helping this issue.
That's wonderful. You're right. And in a perfect world, no one should have to make that decision, feeding their child or purchasing, hygiene products. The reality is it happens every day. It happens to our community members. And I've always loved the fact that you're doing something serious to help people, but the spin of fun at Full Beard. Great partners over there, right? Yeah.
And I have Pam and Pam are going to be our hosts again this year. So Pam Mavernack and Pam LaPlante from Rebel Realty like to come in and be the hosts and make sure you have some food and things taken care of, maybe a little bit of entertainment. They're great hosts.
You got to be a good host, right?
Pam and Pam.
Great. So obviously, once again, everything's connected to your socials and web pages. And anything else on the agenda? Or are these there's a lot. I shouldn't say anything else. I know you got a full calendar, but anything else that we should keep our ears to the ground? We just found our date this week, so save the date. June 18th will be our second annual fire truck polls. So I think a lot of people followed that on social media and saw the competitiveness, especially with the Timmins Police and the Timmins Fire Department. There was accusations of cheating. There was some people wore their uniforms and it would have been harder to wear all that gear, all kinds of great stuff. We had some great awards as far as best dressed and all those kind of things. I was on the mic. I like to be on the mic, Jamie. I'm okay to be on the mic. But I did realize having the first one last year, I had volunteers that needed me. I had the media that wanted to speak to me. I had the teams and all those pieces. So might need a DJ this year. Might need somebody to... You might need someone who's good on the mic. Might need somebody good on the mic. Well, unfortunately, Mark's not here tonight. You know what? If you're referring to us, we're always these are it's a blast. We were there last year doing streaming. Now I know you'd mentioned the competition level, which it's a fun competition, which it should be. There's nothing wrong with a little bit of the TPS and the fire department, I might have been feeding that a little bit too.
Right.
I was playing, just adding some information to both sides.
Some fuel to the fire.
I love them both. Once in a while I might get pulled over for a speeding ticket, and sometimes I may need to call the fire department. I'm not picking favorites
Right.
there. Those are our emergency responders.
Right.
But they come in with great competitive spirit, and the other groups too, and it's a blast.
Oh yeah.
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 It really is.
Yeah. Where I'm thinking, I think we had 9 teams last year, but a lot of people, once they attended the event and saw what happens that day of, I think we're going to double that this year.
For
I think
sure.
that we'll have a little bit longer event, and
Yeah.
maybe have a street party that afternoon, and yeah.
And the teams, last year really got into it, in themes, and they had the cheers going, and I think a group was doing stretching and yoga before. It's a blast.
Yeah.
And if there's any workplaces out there that are thinking, hey, wouldn't mind getting out, getting some fresh air, do a little bit of team bonding, this is a great way to do it.
It really is. Good team builder, good engagement.
Yeah.
And you get to find out more about United Way.
Yeah.
And I like that our office happens to be down the street from the fire department.
Of
so we're
course.
able to kind of have that jointly right there. And then having funded partners like Anti-Hunger Coalition right in the building, they were able to sell their smoothies that day. And everything's about relationships and partnerships,
It
right?
is.
And how we work together.
And if we're emceeing, we're going to tell people to work harder while we watch them work.
Yeah.
That's my specialty,
You're
Jen.
good at
I'm
that.
telling you, I'm very good at this. What a beautiful conversation. Was there anything else you wanted to mention that we might have missed?
I'm doing awards this week too.
Oh, my thing, too much.
So
You're going to need a
nothing-
vacation after all this hard work.
Nothing's announced yet,
Yeah.
so I can't give you the names and
Okay.
things like that, but we're making sure that we recognize our volunteers, our partners, our donors, people who participated in things throughout the year. So I'll be out, maybe giving out some cookies and awards and stuff
Oh,
like that this
look
week
at-
with United Way. Yeah.
That's really fun.
It will be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's very cool. Giving back. And that's, once again, that's how you get intertwined with the community. I love all the work you're doing there.
Thank you so much.
The beautiful people at United Way, and I know we often meet with yourself as the person who loves joining us on our show, but obviously you have, like you mentioned, a big team behind you.
Yeah. That's that support of having that regional United Way. Like I said, we still make sure that we have funds raised local, stay local, so they go back to whatever district they were just raised in. But we have kind of, like I said, that support of my communications team getting United Way, United Wayne up to me and those kind of pieces, and we all take care of each other. And I do have Marnie here in the office, and Marnie runs the volunteer center, right, and is always there if an agency wants some help in how to work out that site, or if a volunteer walks in and says, "This is what I like to do. What do you have for me?" Marnie can connect them.
Marnie's the best.
She is.
Another person who's so connected and cares about this community and likes a good rock concert too.
Oh, she does.
So
yeah.
very well rounded.
Very well rounded.
We really appreciate Marnie. Well, you've been amazing partners with us since the beginning of KINZ and KLOMP, I think. Anyways, and we that doesn't go unnoticed. We appreciate that, and
I feel the same way.
Yeah.
You guys have been great.
there we go.
We're
I
always
feel
at
like
our youth challenge
Yeah.
and fire truck pulls and having me on this week to talk about creating this awareness for Local Love Week. I really appreciate it.
picking our favorite balloon.
Yeah.
You went with the hashtag,
Of course.
and I went with You Rock. Well, once in a while, I like to give myself a compliment.
Oh, that's why.
All right, so thank you so much. Now, we're going to take a quick break, and I'm going to come back, and we have our Wheel of Winning, which is a family deal, family pass for Midtown Bowl. So we will do that right after this.
You are so awesome.
The prize zone has been restocked at Midtown Bowl. Take your Valentine to Midtown Bowl this week and have a fun date night. 705-267-3500. Make the right choice for their education. Choose a Catholic one with the Northeastern Catholic District School Board. In fact, St. Joe's and Pope Francis have open houses coming up. Get all the details at ncdsb.on.ca. Order a Canadian for your Valentine. Dine in this week with your sweetheart at Sparks Pizza, 206 3rd Avenue, or order online, sparkspizza.ca. The Wizard of Paws offers so many walk-in services. Nail trims, face trims, even ear plucking and more. Open 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Tuesday to Friday at 220 3rd Avenue. Order your Valentine's balloon bouquets from the Pop-Up Balloon Shop. Still time to get your order in. 269 Dale Avenue or call 705-288-3253. Carnival 2026 is coming up February 21st to March 1st at Cultural Center LaRone. For the entertainment details, visit laronetimmins.ca. Timmins Snowcross makes its return March 7th and 8th at its new location this year, right across from Mikey's on Airport Road. Get all your ticket information online, snowcross.com. Get tickets for T-Fex Beer Fest. If you missed it last year, don't miss it this year, Saturday, April the 18th at the Mountjoy Arena. Get your tickets now, rotr.ca. Welcome all curlers and good luck to all players this week at the U18 Curling Championships at the MAC. For tickets, visit MacCurl at curlthemac.ca. Strangers, Dracula, Solo Mio, playing this week at Imagine Cinemas. Tickets and showtimes online, imaginecinemas.com. Your Arctic Spas dealer in the north is Mikey's. Stop in for daily specials, 1301 Airport Road. Looking to buy or sell? Let Jessica Gervais get you the care and guidance you deserve with Royal LePage. Call Jessica now, 705-360-7000. No job too big or small for DAP Cleaning Solutions. Call for your commercial-free quote today, 705-465-3500. Find your dream home with Albert Seal from Royal LePage, your Northern Realty leaders. Call Albert now, 705-465-3493. Book a table for Hearts and Smarts Valentine's Trivia. It's happening at the Timmins Museum this Thursday night, 7 to 9 p.m. $60 for a table of 4. Call to book yours, 705-360-2617. Book a professional detail with Darren DeBano today at the Shine Shop Crown Timmins, Canada's #1 rust protection, 705-268-4855. February is Kitchen and Bath Month at Porcupine Timber Mart, 85 Bruce Avenue, South Porcupine. Visit for all the details online, timbermart.ca. Summer camp registrations are now on at Camp Bickle. Sign up your little one for Summer Camp 2026 at campbickle.ca. Lou Ferrigno the Hulk, Erica Durant, Lois from Smallville, and the Flintstone Mobile coming to TimminsCon 2026 in April. Mark off the weekend now, April 11th and 12th at the MAC. Get all the details at northernontarioexpo.com. Get peace of mind with Mobile Business Patrol with PADS Canine Protection and Detection Services. Call Martin Peel for your quote today, 705-288-7435. Design, build, enjoy a one-of-a-kind kitchen at J&R Custom Cabinets. In fact, no one will have the kitchen you designed. Get yours today and don't pay for 3, 6, 9, 12 months OAC. jrcustomcabinets.ca. Close with Kev at James Toyota and James Used has a deal for you. Refer a friend to Kev today, and if they buy, Kevin will pay you $100. 705-274-9080. Order your Valentine's Day baskets for $25 this week at Sweet Freeze Timmins, located at 175 3rd Avenue in your downtown, or order online, sweetfreeze.com. This Saturday is a very sweet Valentine's Day bash at the Timmins Square Shopping Center. Saturday, join us 12 to 2 in the Old Mappins. Adopt a teddy bear picnic, and some fun games. The Seizure and Brain Injury Center are hiring for a programs and engagement manager, and it could be you. Send your resumes today to Brittany at sabic.ca. Book a quick $99 in-and-out detail this week with Richard Wilson at Wilson's Elite Auto Detailing. Call or text to book 705-274-9944. Memories matter. Register today for the Walk for Alzheimer's, coming up May 30th and 31st. walkforalzheimer.ca. Follow your U18 Timmins Majors all season long. For tickets and schedules, visit timminsmajors.com. Pet Value Timmins Square invites you to Whisker Fest. Mark it off Sunday, February the 22nd from 1 to 4 p.m. Stop by for adoptable cats, a cat costume contest, a kids coloring contest, and your chance to win free cat litter for a year. You can now listen to KINZ and KLOMP live on Country 93.1. Follow us every morning from the airwaves, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. on Country 93, Timmins' best country. Hot deals on new wheels await you on the lot at Matheson Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. It's worth the drive for amazing savings, 349 Highway 11 in Matheson. The Winter Carnival Market is coming up February the 28th, 10 a.m. to 3 at the old Tweed and Hickory building. Tell your friends. Order your berry bouquets and chocolate-covered strawberries this week at Macassa's Pantry and Lemongrass. Would make a great Valentine's treat. 254 3rd Avenue. Sweetheart of a deal awaits you at Jackpot Time Timmins. $70 packs of fun for only $50. Pick up yours today, 251 1st Avenue. Book your next stay at Timmins Super 8. Comfy stays, clean rooms, and friendly vibes. 705-268-7171. Become a volunteer with the Schumacher Lions Club. John McCauley's looking for some new recruits this year. 705-267-6838. Join the Tiny Ninjas program this week at Balance Studios. Fun for your 3 or 4-year-old, and even fun for you. 705-264-7655. Goldheart Courier Services offer rush, local, and out-of-town deliveries. Move those packages today. 705-531-3005. Need next day delivery for your office supplies? Shop Smart Office Timmins, smartoffice.ca. And Kiki comes to the Timmins Square Shopping Center. Mark it off April 25th, 1 p.m. for a free live kids show. All a part of the Timmins Comedy Festival. And congratulations to Overflow Home Health, Canadian Choice Award winners for the home care provider category. You are someone with the Canadian Mental Health Association. For more detail, visit someone.ca. Study practical nursing in Timmins, Haileybury, and Kirkland Lake today at Northern College. Apply for fall now, northerncollege.ca. This week is Local Love Week with United Way. Find out more details, uwcneo.com. Vodasec Denture Clinic care about your smile and can repair your dentures in 1 hour. Located at 102 Pine Street South. The Breakaway Sales Event is on now at Timmins Hyundai. And don't pay for 90 days. Visit Click to Buy for more detail, timmonshyundai.ca. Karan Equipment are hiring. Build your future with Karan Equipment and send those resumes now. KaranEquipment.com. Need insurance? Call the best in the North, PAIB Insurance Inc. They've got your back and the coverage you need. 705-360-5300. Join the Timmins Student Works painting team today. They're hiring. Give them a call now, 705-363-0800. For the best interior design, call Jennifer today at Mindful Living Interiors. Jen can help. MindfulLivingInteriors.com. Comtech Computers service what they sell, and they offer customers a full line of quality office equipment and on-site service repair. 705-264-1351. Spend and get rewards with Triangle Rewards today at Canadian Tire Timmins. Inquire today, 2199 Riverside Drive, or online, canadiantire.ca. And get a ticket for the 40th anniversary dinner and auction with Ducks Unlimited. Happens Saturday night, April 18th at the Mac Curling Club. Tickets are $85 each, or book a table of 8 now. 705-266-0118.
All right, welcome back. I'm here with all my friends. Okay, it is time for the PAIB Insurance Inc. Wheel of Winning Family Pass for Midtown Bowl.
The Wheel of Winning, brought to you by PAIB Insurance Inc. We are real people dealing with real people. Locally owned and operated in downtown Timmins, 101 Pine Street South. Call toll free 1-844-360-5300.
All right, we're going to get the wheel rocking and rolling and spinning and turning. Tonight's winner, we will drop off your prize directly at your house. Carm Wellingford. Congratulations, Carm. I think we have your address. We've dropped it off before, but if it's changed, let us know. Kinsman will be back to work tomorrow after his night off. He'll drop that off, but that's a family deal for Midtown Bowl. We appreciate Nat and Clint and everyone in Midtown Bowl. You often see Midtown Bowl prizes on our show because they give us a whole pack to give away all the time. They are beautiful people. Everyone have an amazing evening. It's slightly warmer today. We'll be on Country 93.1 tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Hope to hear from you there. I guess that's how you say it on the radio. And we'll be down at the McIntyre Arena for the U18 Curling Championships. And of course, back tomorrow night, live KINZ and KLOMP show. Have a beautiful evening, and we'll see you then.
¿Dónde está? ¿Dónde se fue tu amor? Pa' buscarlo rápido. Quiero que estés aquí, que me digas dónde está. ¿Dónde se fue tu amor? Pa' buscarlo rápido. Quiero que estés aquí. Quiero recordar, volver a sentir tu beso, tu piel con sabor a miel. Que me digas ven, quédate a dormir y al amanecer quedarnos todo el día a día. Sin ti la vida es fría, fría. Tu voz es melodía, día. Que a mí me guía, guía. Quedarnos todo el día a día. Sin ti la vida es fría, fría. Tu voz es melodía, día. Que alguien me diga dónde está, dónde se fue tu amor. Pa' buscarlo rápido. Quiero que estés aquí, que me digas dónde está, dónde se fue tu amor. Pa' buscarlo rápido. Quiero que estés aquí. Fue bonito mientras duró. Después no supe nada de ti. El corazón me lo llevó cuando se despidió de mí. Quedarnos todo el día a día. Sin ti la vida es fría, fría. Tu voz es melodía, día. Que a mí me guía, guía. Quedarnos todo el día a día. Sin ti la vida es fría, fría. Tu voz es melodía, día. Que alguien me diga dónde está, dónde se fue tu amor. Pa' buscarlo rápido. Quiero que estés aquí, que me digas dónde está, dónde se fue tu amor. Pa' buscarlo rápido. Quiero que estés aquí.
Feeling more like an animal than the person I am with you tonight. Breathe me in like a chemical. Feel the heat, feel my body come alive. Can't take my eyes off you, baby. It's too late for you to save me. I'm falling now, so don't wake me up. I can be all you want, all you need, alright. Don't you see? I'm in some fever dream tonight. Don't wake me up. Don't wake me up. Don't wake me Don't wake me Don't wake me Think you're raising my temperature. I can feel all the blood rush to my head. Someone call up the manager. 'Cause you're breaking the rules of love.